Well, Falcon faithful, another disappointing loss at the end of the ball game. Again, preseason, can't really look too far into it. We're in a position, as I said before, we got some things going. But before we go ahead and get this thing started, go ahead and hit that like and that subscribe button so we can get this thing going. I got to go ahead and change this background, by the way, before I even get start the show. Because I said I was predicting the party line, but this right here kind of hurt a little bit today, losing the way we did. So sit back, relax, and bring your cares to the altar. You are now entering the benediction. Well, the benediction is here. I got my man K Dub in the building with us today. We're gonna jump into this. I'm getting ready to open up the chats for folks to come in now or whatever. Cause man, that was just one of those games, that should have been won easily by Young Wei Koo. But it's what it is, man. Final score, Falcons lose 12-13 today. So what you got, man? Talk to me.
Well, like I said, what I think about the prediction of this game is that when you don't have enough quality players on the field to get a win, then this is what the results that you're going to get. I did see a lot of bright spots of guys who could make the team, like the Chris Blairs of the world, the JD Bertrands. I mean, he got drafted, but I see him making surprising a lot of tackles. Uh, Brown, the running back, uh, Carlos, shout at 2.0. I mean, those guys are, on the fringe. Brooks is definitely making the team. I'm going ahead and say that. And Mr.
You
and
can't.
Mr. And also I'm gonna say a definite make the team is Mr. Eifler Tower. I'm gonna start calling him Mr. Eifler
Mr. I
Tower.
Tower. Call him Mr.
Yeah, yeah,
Eiffel Tower. Okay. I can
yeah.
rock
So
with that.
that
But
so
there's a
so so
there's
yeah.
another
So
guy you forgot about. There's one more
I
guy that you
I mean
forgot about.
I was still speaking. So I mean I don't know. I mean like I
Okay, well
say.
go ahead and finich your
I
statement,
mean, I
sir.
mean, I mean, Paddock shows some flashes and some awareness, and out there, he may be our third string backup quarterback, but we have to see a little bit more from him because I'm sure there's going to be other quarterbacks that are released throughout the league that we may can snatch up that could be more of a comparable skill set to our offense that we're running here. That Zach Robinson may see across the league that gets released from another squad. But other than that, I mean, it's a couple bright spots. It was kind of hard to watch because you would rather have seen Penix get some more live reps because since he's going to sit the bench in the regular season. But I won't talk about my soft-hearted player that I do have a soft spot for. We'll go back into what you've seen, Mr. Historian. What was your thoughts?
My thing is Penix need to sit his ass down. We didn't need him today. I don't give a damn what you say. Hey, you listen, hold up. You not gonna sit there. You not gonna
I,
sit
I
there.
just
No,
say,
hell no. You not gonna sit there and close the refrigerator in my face. Now I apologize about that during your soliloquy, but you can't slam the door on me in my house now. You can't be doing that. But what I was saying was this. Now there was a guy that hadn't been mentioned or whatnot. I would have to say is another linebacker or whatnot. You talk about Eifler. I got to talk about Lucas Dennis. That's another guy who I feel like has a chance to become the add depth to that linebacking core because he definitely is nice. He
I like
definitely is
him.
nice.
I like him, but I think he's on the fringe. I mean, I'm thinking of guys. I was mentioning the guys that I thought that were definitely going to make the team, but I think he's a fringe guy that I got to see a little bit more from Dennis. I did see him flash a little bit. I will give you that, but on my radar, I think he's on the fringe right now. I don't think he's done enough to make this team, but that's just my opinion. And my opinion really don't mean too much of nothing because I don't coach the team, but I'm just saying going forward, this is what I think. But I mean, I did see Dennis flash. I'm not gonna poo-pooing him any effort like that. But I just I got to see a little bit more from him in this last preseason game, and hopefully it's in a win, so these guys can really look good in our eyes with the winning effort, and go out there and go 0-3 in the preseason.
Man, we got Anthony in the back of whatnot. Got to turn your camera on, big dog. I've been having issues with my camera today, so I don't know what the hell is going on. But you got to turn your camera on before we bring you on. So I'm gonna wait till my man get in a situated spot so he can chop it up with us. But I mean, it's a lot of bright spots on this team. I got, like I said, I got Shawty Lowe being pretty much the third string back because he's proven it to me. Been proving it since last year. Runs hard and just is there. So I'm gonna get Anthony up in here as soon as he gets situated because I see him moving. But I think, like I said, right now we need to be in the market to looking for a kicker at this point. I
Yeah, I
said this.
mean
I
that's
said
what
this
I
last year
really,
because
you know.
I'm getting ready to get on Young Way. Yeah,
Yeah,
I
young way.
said
Hey, look, I
this.
don't care where you played at, Georgia Southern, Georgia Northern, Georgia goddamn Eastern. Your ass gonna be up out of here. I was on you last year.
Hold up. Let me go ahead and chop it up. I let you get the first 3 minutes. Let me get some. Let me get a piece of this real quick. Young, I'm gonna tell you this here. Young Way cool. I said this last year. Now he was hurt last year. Now I gave him that pass. But when you sit, here's my thing. But when you end up on the football field, you get it, you play with it. Period. That's all it is. Whether you're hurt or not. At this point, you're a veteran. You cannot miss field goals within 50 yards. You're missing stuff within 40 and 30 yards. Hey man, it's about time to start looking elsewhere at this point because this dude here is just jacked up. Period. This dude is just jacked up, and you can't mess up right now. And this is preseason. We can't have you missing kicks like that during the season because those points add up. We prefer to have 7, but that was just a piss poor showing with Young Wei Koo. And what you got for us, man?
Man, I pick it back on what you said, bro. I don't care if you high school, pee wee football, Madden, 24. You can't miss 3 field goals in the game. That was, and they always left. How do you miss 3 field goals in the same direction? That can't happen. Period. I don't give a doggone. I don't care what level football is. That was terrible. And like you said, man, this second year he's second year. I mean, second year going to the season, he's been missing a lot of missing kicks. Can't keep doing that, man. I understand you got paid and all that, but one thing about anybody in the NFL, anybody can get replaced. Point blank. You don't have a guaranteed spot on this roster, in my opinion. If you cool, I'm just feeling right there. As far
Hey,
as
Kate.
uh, as far as 2 or 3 defensive players, Natron Brooks, you good, my guy. Natron Brooks, he ain't going nowhere. But Val and Anthony Johnson, though, go ahead and get your bags packed up, big dog. Y'all might be up out of here.
Yeah,
That's how bad they were today. Along with
No.
John Fitzpatrick, he can go too.
Mm. And the funny part about it is all 3 of us dog fans, and we all loved him as a dog, but now, dog, you can't allow when he had a guaranteed pass in his hands in the first half, and you let somebody strip it from you, that's a problem. When that ball is in your hands, you got to hold on to it. You can't let anyone take that from you because that could cost us a possession in the game, or it could cost us a game and have a turnover with points added to that from another team. K Dub alluded to this when he first had his soliloquy, when he came in. When you have guys that don't play much football and they're not quality players, this is what you're gonna get. The
yeah,
question is this: who's gonna be the ones that's gonna shine? Who's gonna be
Hmm.
the ones that's gonna shine when you get your opportunity? Opportunities are limited if you ain't a first and a second round pick.
Absolutely.
I kind of like Coach Raheem did it. He said, "Look, I'm not gonna give y'all the easy ride out. I'm not even gonna put Penix out there and make it easy for y'all. I want to see who really wants to get this win and fight tooth and nail to make this team because we're trying to go win a Super Bowl. If you're not quality depth and you're bad fat, we're gonna trim your ass off and send you on about your way because we want guys that are going to be a down for us in the second string and in the third string. That's all about going to go get that dub, to go get that loose ball, to go get that turnover, to go get that tip ball, that tip drill. I mean, to go do the little and the small things to go get a win. That's what I didn't see enough of that today from a lot of guys, man. I mean, you got to really fight tooth and nail to go get a win in the NFL because this league is a tough league to go get wins in. I mean, some people make it look easy, some teams, but it's not easy to win in this league. And when you got opportunities like young Wei Koo had to win kicking field goals and you missed 3 of them, what are you thinking, man? Preseason or not, you should be on the chopping block. And like I said, I don't have no soft spot for young Wei Koo. That's why they
Not no
stole your
more.
damn. That's why they stole your damn cleats anyway. So
Boy, you savage, boy. Hey, no, you
look,
savage for that.
he's savage for missing these kicks today. So guess what? I ain't got no love for you. And guess what? If I'm Terry cheapskate type one Fontenot, I'd be looking to leave for another kicker to bring in here and kick your butt out of the job by next week. But I'm gonna get off my soapbox. I'll let y'all guys
Hell
continue on.
no, hell no, no,
No,
hell
don't
no.
stop,
Stay
dog.
on that.
Don't
No,
stop,
stay
bro.
on that soapbox. Look, listen, it's rare that I'm gonna sit there and be up behind you with that soapbox like that.
Hey,
Listen. Wait a minute.
hey.
Hold up. Listen. I done pushed the microphone in front of you. I done pushed the damn. Listen. I'm gonna get historical for you, boy. You sounded like Malcolm X in his prime, just literally just going off just now. You literally are the Malcolm X in the goddamn birdcage. This Joker was savage by any means necessary. That's just pretty much what you had just now. I'm just clowning, bro. We ain't gonna sit there and do that. But let's just be real though. You're brought in to kick. Now, we're not gonna have somebody that's going to be doing kickoffs and field goals. We're not going to be carrying 3 kickers. Bradley Pinion is barely holding on to his job right now.
Yeah.
Because last year he shanked a lot of punts that shouldn't have been shanked. So he's starting off silent and he's trying to keep his job. Now, young Wei Koo better get right or he going to get left. I'm telling you that now. Because God forbid we playing somebody like the Bagheads, the Aints, or we're playing in a tight game with Kansas City or somebody, and he misses a kick that costs us a game. And that one game that might cost us a playoff spot in the first year. So again, I'm just being real. You can't come in here and think that you got your job set just because of the things you did in the past. It's what have you done? As Janet Jackson used to say, what have you done for me lately? That's pretty much what it is right now. Because you haven't done much for us lately. I'm sorry. Yeah, but you got hurt last year, but the problem is this. When you step on the field, and all my, we dog fans, but I got to quote the legendary Bear Bryant. So these Alabama fans getting ready to be happy about this mess. Bear Bryant told players back in the day, if you get hurt and you decide to play on the field, you got it, partner. You playing with it, partner. That's how it goes. There's no excuses. When you step on the field, that's pretty much your problem, not ours. But again, all I can say is I think Brooks and King are going to be 2 great additions to what we got in that back end. Real talk. Brooks, I'm not going to even be a Debbie Downer, even though this is the benediction. We gonna have some stuff that we are gonna reputate a little bit more on, but I'm gonna throw a little light out here before I bring my guy C Double into the building. We got guys in the secondary that are coming in that don't mind being backups, because I'm gonna tell you right now, AJ Terrell, you better ball out this year because you got some competition behind you. And I'm not saying they're gonna take your spot, but I'm just saying, this is your contract year. You need to ball out so you can get your money. But you got guys that's hungry right now, that's behind you that are hungry. It's a difference when you got guys that are just coming in with everything handed to them. These dudes coming in here with a chip on their shoulder. And one of them dudes, Kevin King, that is a Jerry Gray guy. He played for him in Green Bay and was a solid player. And understand, he can play corner and safety. So you slip up if you want to. You got a guy that's going to sit there and take your job if you play piss poor. But I believe AJ is going to turn it around because pressure, like we say, pressure you to bust pipe so it makes diamonds. And I believe AJ is a diamond in the making, but I just think he needs to be pushed. And I think this is great that we got good players behind him that are good enough to start in the NFL to push him for greatness. Now I'm gonna bring in my guy Chris.
I think having that double tandem Pro Bowl safeties back there is going to let him be able to play how he really wants to play and not have to keep worrying about that back end getting burnt because you got those guys out there with him. So I just feel like you're going to see the best of AJ now. I could be totally wrong, but I think you're going to really showcase his skill set this season and have a breakout year and also a contract year. Go ahead and get that contract and stay at the crib, where you're from. And make that happen like Brady did and stay here for a long time and have a tenure here in the city like him. Also Keith Brooklyn. So yeah.
Steven, I get what you're saying, but the problem with Koo is this. Yeah, we know the long snapper has issues, but here's the thing. The long snapper didn't have issues the whole game. Koo had chances to kick the ball. He pulled it left 3 times. No excuse. No excuse at all. That ball was put on the ground with Bradley Pinion. So again, all I can say is at this point, you're sitting here saying that's asinine right there. Koo's had a problem from missing not just this year, but also last year and the year before during Arthur Smith's second season. That was when it started. So again, at this point, and I get it. I get it. We're trying to give guys the benefit of the doubt, but we got to call things for what it is, man. So, Chris, man, what you got for us?
Hey, guys. From Benchwarmers, they had a meeting for all Falcon content creators over into the area, and I traveled about an hour and 20 minutes to go there. So it was fun. We had a great time. Uncle Steve, Big Low was there. Smitty was there. We had Twisted there. So we had quite a few turnouts. So we were watching, and we kind of were all looking at each other about the kicker also. Because a lot of us were pointing out that when it's over, when he's doing the long distance kicks, no problem. But when he's getting closer, I don't know, maybe a hiccup, maybe just, the slightest stuff can make, trigger it. I don't know. I'm not a kicker. I don't know this stuff. But it's causing him, just to be off a little bit. And we were stunned. And Unc actually was going, look, guys, if it's 16-17 against the Steelers and we got to drive and got to get a 47, 42-yard field goal, he got to kick it. There's no in between. This is a team that wants to win it all. You're not making moves to, just to win the division anymore. We are now being favored to do a lot more. So, and I'm not trying to beat up Koo. I'm just saying that was something troubling. And it's like, it's hard to look at the preseason and go, okay, who's the guys we think are going to be guys that are they looking at to bring over to the main team? I'm with you. I like King's game. We were really impressed with, Blair was making some good catches. Trying to remember, Carlos Washington at one point was making some really good runs, and we're like, all right, put him in the bubble wrap team because he was making a lot of good runs, gashing it up. So like I said, the only thing I'm looking at the cornerback too. I like the competition, like you were talking about, Ryan. But I think we're going to see Raheem. Maybe in the front of the cameras and everyone, he's not going to show it, but I think he is going to be a little bit more upfront to the players and be like, look, you got to carry your end. This is where we're at.
Yeah, man. Touch on what you were saying, C-Double, is cool, and I don't got, like I said, I'm gonna go back. I don't have no sympathy for this guy, man. And if somebody in the comment section say he'll get it together, I think it's something between the ears right now. I mean, he's been missing kicks since the last season, so I'm tired of it. So you know what? We're gonna scour the league. We're gonna bring in a guy next week. It's gonna be a damn kickoff. You go out there one kick, the other guy go out there the next kick, and we're gonna figure it out because you are not gonna be on this team missing kicks. Because if you can't hit simple kicks in the preseason when there's no pressure. What am I thinking you're gonna do when you got pressure during the regular season and in the playoffs when we truly need you and you out here wetting the bed? I'm sick of it. I'm already sick of it. So I don't care. It's just like the historian mentioned. What have you done for us lately? And lately, you have not done anything. And I'm just tired of it. Like I said, if we're gonna have a high explosive offense, we really don't need you to make a lot of game pressure kicks until they get to the playoffs. We should be putting up enough points, and just need you to hit field extra points. But I think I've seen him miss some extra points last year. So
Yep.
I'm like, I'm livid about the guy. I couldn't believe how many kicks he missed today. So I was a little bit out of my pants about the whole situation. I was more upset about it than a lot of people were. So I'm just trying to.
Look, yeah, we weren't happy about the missed kicks. We were actually doing the same thing you were saying. Okay, because we were all like going, what you just said. If this is a game we need, you got to get those kicks. Every point matters.
But here's the thing. We also can't just put this just on that. Here's the other thing that needs to happen. Instead of us having to rely on those damn 3 points, I said this at halftime. The offense got to put up points this year. Period. And it's got to be more. It's got to be more than 14 points a game. It's got to be 21 plus. Average is 3 touchdowns a game. We need to average at least 3 touchdowns a game because we have a defense that can slow down and stifle an offense. Even the backup showed that they can get off the field.
Yeah, that's
the
what
backup showed that they can get off the field today. So when you sit back and you look at that and you talk about how everything went or whatnot, those backups were able to get off the field on third down. When you're able to get off the field on third down, which was a problem for us for a long time, it started to change last year. Now you're going to have to give this ball back to an offense that has to elevate itself and matriculate. We already know we can run the ball on anybody with what we have. It's just being able to get that timing down, like I said, with that passing game with Kirk. Once that gets down and once they get situated, everything is going to flow. But the first 6 or 7 games, defense is going to have to lead. The running game is we're going to have to lean on it until Kirk gets comfortable with throwing to his main guys throughout pretty much through those first few games and getting Coach Robinson to trust those guys to make certain calls. Go ahead, K-Dub.
No, I'm just gonna touch on what you're saying. I mean, give you a flip side of it. I mean, I feel like I just love what Raheem is doing. So now he's keeping it. He's basically keeping it close to the vest. He don't want the rest of the league to see anything. I think it's perfect harmony with our starters. He basically hamstringed the team on purpose today. He took away even more starters than he did last week. So I'm like, he did it. It's chess right now. He did this on purpose. He don't want the rest of the league to catch on to what they want to do and how they want to do it. And we probably, like I said, we won't even see Kirk. We won't even see Penix in the last game. It's like y'all won't see the Atlanta Falcons turn up until week 1 Steelers. That's what he's trying to. I think that's where they're going with it. And they're going to get their work in practice in these inter-league, inter-squad practices. And that's what I think. I mean, we got one more preseason game. He may even take away even more people on that game. So just get ready for it. I think I like the strategy. Even the fans, we don't even know what they're gonna damn do. We don't even know how they're gonna look. We just get little snippets from the practices, the little clips that they put out. Maybe a catch right here from Drake London, an interception over here by AJ Terrell. They give you a little sprinkle, little plays out here too, but we really don't know what they're going to do and how they're going to do it because they are not showing anything in the preseason with these damn Rudy Poops that probably ain't going to even be on the team. I hate to call them that, but it's hard to watch when you really love football. And it's only like maybe 5 guys that may make the team that's going to make the 53-man roster, man. I mean, it's really tough, but I understand as a coach. I kind of like the philosophy. I don't feel the same way I felt last year by not playing the starter, which was I don't even want to say his name. I don't want to give people a headache out there in cyber world. But
Yeah, we don't.
we know
Yeah, we
we
don't bring that
we
name
are
up.
we already know what we're saying, but we have a competent quarterback. I have heard nothing but positive reviews coming out of camp. He's very cerebral and he gets us in and out of plays very well. So I heard nothing but great things about Kirk. So I feel like this plan is a great plan to conceal any information and keep it close to the vest about how Zach Robinson's offense gonna light the league up and go for this Super Bowl run. So I, I've liked everything they've done so far. So I can't sit. I got to sit back and be patient and let Raheem and Terry and the rest of the staff do their job. That's all I can say.
And what you got, man? Because you sitting up there just looking shook right now.
Man, I'm chilling, man. I'm just listening to y'all talk. And y'all talking great, man. I mean, as much as we talking about cool, we're not talking about the interior defensive line enough today.
Yeah,
Doyless, Rook,
yeah,
Zion Lowe. I mean, they were fantastic. I mean, hey, this future of this defensive line, man. We haven't said this in Atlanta in probably 2 decades. The defensive line of this future of the defensive line of Atlanta gonna be real bright. I mean,
Yeah.
good gracious. I can see why they took Root. I was like, why they pick Root? That guy has for 6'4" and 330, whatever he is, or
right.
310. That guy got athleticism at the wazoo, man. You don't see that. That's rare. You know what
I
I'm
just
saying?
yeah,
That's rare to see a guy move that fast. And I mean, I like Doyless. I like what Zion Lowe was doing. I like the defensive line. I saw a little bit of Laquel London today. I saw a little bit of couple guys that's going to be in the rotation. I saw them real good
uh,
on the defensive line.
yeah,
D'Angelo Malone, I can see why he's on a team for special teams because a couple plays when he's on defense, he get pushed around again. Like,
yeah,
dude, you fighting for a spot. Can't you get pushed around on the edge? But he'll be a special teams guy because he had like 2 or 3 special team tackles. So I understand. So as far as the team, I mean, defensively, man, Milo, don't forget Milo Eifler. Milo Eifler
yeah,
balled his
yeah,
butt
yeah,
off
yeah, yeah.
today. Yeah, you said that earlier. He balled out today.
Eifler Tower.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Eifler Tower, like you said. I like JD Bertrand today.
Oh, yeah,
Didn't
JD
like
Bertrand
didn't like
nasty.
it. He got caught looking in the backfield on that big catch. Because Shot said it. Shot was like, "Hey, if you stay right here and keep your eyes right here, the ball's not over." He was too busy looking over there. Dude
Yeah,
throw over his head.
that was a
And
learning
that's
that was
yeah,
learning moment.
yeah.
Good
That's a
learning from
rookie.
that.
So ain't no big deal on that, man. But I mean, defensively, I like it. Offensively, got to get together a little bit. But like you said, like K Dub said, them guys they'll be selling insurance in 2 weeks, most of them.
Yeah,
So I
man.
mean, Chris Blair, good game today, real good game for Chris Blair.
I
I
think
mean,
he's gonna be that receiver that makes the team. I really do believe I really like Chris Blair. I do like this guy. So I
yeah,
kind of I put a star by his name by my notes here, and I think he's gonna make the team definitely. He's gonna be that receiver. He's gonna sneak in there and give us. But I mean, talking about that D line, sprinkling in the rookies with all the vets. That's what's gonna help. Like soon as them guys need to take a breath and sit down, you bring in the Doyleses, you bring in the Roots and just keep on rotating. I think it's gonna be nasty. It's
yeah,
gonna
it
be
is.
nasty. It's gonna get real nasty up front. I'm talking about okay, sit down for a second. Sit down for a second. On your model, sit down for a second, Grady. Let me get in there for about two,
Yeah,
3 plays. It's
yeah.
gonna be nasty. Keep them fresh. Keep them veterans fresh, and then keep them guessing.
Hey, quick
But
question: did y'all see Eddie Goldman play today?
No, that's we were asking that at during the game. We were watching
no,
when we
he
were
didn't. He didn't play
together.
at all today.
I
That's
didn't
the
think
funny
so.
Yeah.
part. Just think about it. Eddie Goldman hadn't played one snap yet,
Why?
so maybe they're holding him out. Who knows? Maybe they might be trying to keep him fresh. We don't know. He's
I,
not on
like
the injury report. He's not on the
Uh,
injury report,
he been
but
practicing all
maybe they
summer.
keep. Yeah,
Like I said, it's a purpose that he doing. He's sitting people out. He like, look. You gonna make the team. You just sit down. We ain't showing these boys. Especially if you're a vet. If you're a vet, you don't want to get out there and play the preseason anyway.
Good point.
Exactly.
I'm like,
Yeah, good
he
point.
like, the coach had already told him, all my vets, gather around. Y'all ain't playing in the preseason. He done already told him, you ain't playing. Don't even worry about it. You know what I'm saying? So that's been established. We want to see who are out of these younger guys, these hanger-ons. It's on the bottom of the roster. We want to see them fight it out. We want to see if they can even pull out a win. We ain't gonna give them Penix. We're gonna give them third-string quarterback, and we're gonna see if they can go do it. That's what he told. And they got close. They got real close today. But no, missing 3 kicks, that ain't gonna work. So.
Well, thank you for breaking that down for us, dog. We definitely catch your vibe with that one, because again, as you said earlier, that's pretty much what that is. But other than that, I gotta say, offensive line, I feel like the backups, there are a few guys who were nice with it, but again, we also see that some of those guys will be selling insurance within 2 weeks because we need them. At this point, I mean, it's just what it is. If and truthfully, I wouldn't even trust them to sell insurance or whatnot, because hell, they might sell your damn flood insurance, and you're supposed to get earthquake insurance. So again, I can't trust it. I'm just gonna keep it a buck with you.
I'm trying to make sure I stay between the lines on this road.
Please do not wreck that car laughing at us today. Please don't.
Please.
I'm trying not to, Brian.
But all I'm saying is this, though. When you look at the offensive line, and I've been preaching it for the longest, I feel like depth is a huge, huge thing that we need at this point. And we've got to grab, the guys that were solid today, the guys that were able to hold up, you keep those guys because they've been solid the past last week and this week. But the guys you see getting run through like a doggone turnstile at the West End station, you know what I'm saying? Well, for those who are not familiar with the West End station, we're talking about MARTA, Metro Atlanta Transition Authority.
Mm-hmm.
So pretty much, it's pretty much a broken a broken turnstile. That's the best way to describe it. You got a lot of those guys that are broken turnstiles, and they getting beat like they owe somebody some money right now. So again, those guys need to be cut this week. Period. They need to be cut this week. Look. And I know Terry's probably on it. He's probably looking around and seeing who's gotten cut, which guys were pretty good for somebody else. They could probably fit what we do in this system, because some of these backups, if we have injuries like we did on the defensive line, knock on wood, and I'm keeping my fingers crossed that we don't. If we have injuries on that offensive line like we did the defensive line, we've got to have depth to be able to keep our quarterbacks up, because we definitely don't need Kirk getting hurt at all. So, A1, we see you in the back, baby. You got to turn on your camera so we can bring you on stage.
Camera on. Need that camera on.
Oh, somebody's in the portal. Chris is in the portal. We'll bring him back when he gets back. But let me see. A1 to come back up in a sec too. But I also think we need depth at that center position. Now, I've been talking about the offensive line all the way around, and we've been talking about the good things. Let's talk about some of the stuff that we need to try to bring in. I feel like that center position has got to have some depth, because, again, we had problems with that spot last year. If y'all remember, we had problems with the snaps last year. A lot of stuff was still getting put on the ground. So at this point, like I said earlier, with the poor showing that Taylor Heineke has had in 2 games, that interest from the New York Giants might go away for him being a backup, because they were talking about trading him for, I think, a 6th-round pick as a backup to bring in for Daniel Jones.
Yeah, Taylor.
If we can do that, no, I mean, go ahead. But if we can do that, I just want to touch on it. That'd be great, man. Because if I'm a GM right now, I wouldn't touch Taylor Heineke with a 10-foot pole. I don't think
10 foot.
I wouldn't touch him, man.
No. I'm just saying you're being generous right now. I need you to be that savage that you was with Coop a minute ago. I need you to say a 50-foot.
I wouldn't touch him with a 1-foot pole.
Hell, I thought you was gonna say a 50-foot pole, something around that range.
I wouldn't touch him though, man. I'm just saying. I mean, if we can get, that'll be a steal if we can get a 5th, 6th-round pick for Coop right now. I mean, not Coop, but Heineke, because
I'll take that too. Shoot.
Man, I'll take a 7th-round pick and a 6th-round pick for Heineke right this second, man. Like, you give me something.
If we can swindle that'd be great. Like a 5th round, that'd be like a steal.
Yes.
That's more. Look, that's highway robbery without a gun.
We'll
I'm just,
we'll
I'm,
even we'll even pay for his plane ticket to New York.
I mean, the crazy thing about Heineken is that he made a couple good throws, but the throws in traffic. I mean, he's throwing the ball to Fitzpatrick and watching with 2 or 3 people right in front of him. I'm like, dude, what are you doing? Like, wait, you can't throw the ball there. This guy's a legit almost 10-year guy in the league, and you making rookie mistakes. I don't understand it. I
I
just
mean,
don't.
he overthrew a touchdown right there in the damn end zone. I'm like, oh, come
Yes.
on, man.
And don't
How?
forget the other thing that he had. He had Casey Washington running down the Falcon sideline by himself, and he didn't even throw. He didn't even look in that
He
direction
ain't
to
look his
throw the
way,
ball
man.
at all. That was a walk-in 6 right there, and
So
you throw on the other side.
That 2 touchdown you just
That's 2 touchdowns. That's 14 points that was left on the field.
Well, don't forget 9 points Cool left on the field, plus the 14 points he left, for basically 23 points left on the field by the Falcons today.
Man, Cool got about to make me put a darn bag over his head. Not my head, his head. I gotta put that I gotta put that that Kroger paper sack bag over his head at this point. That's where I'm at. That's where I'm at with it. But Casey ran a nasty route and got missed twice today. One for a touchdown and one when he was running and made the DB miss and the ball was thrown way behind him. Like, you can't do that. You can't do that. And a lot of people laughed at me on draft day, and K-Dub can vouch for this. I said Casey Washington was going to be a steal. I said him and Paddock was going to be a steal, because I said both of them dudes might have not had the best numbers at Illinois at that time, but they were able to produce offense there. And you got to remember, it's a lack of talent at Illinois right now. Everybody knows that. That's like one of the doormats in the Big Ten. So again, when you have guys coming out of there, all I can say is you got a guy that could actually be a number 3 receiver. Period.
Yeah,
I feel like Casey could be a number 3 receiver for us, and then you bring Blair in, as the number 4. That's just me. And then
that's how I see it going too. Exactly.
And then Odu-Hilaire is the 5th option. That's what I'm gonna give you. Odu-Hilaire is the 5th option.
If they carry those 5 receivers, that could be your top 5 right there. That's how I see it playing out. These other guys is just Rudy Pumps. I go back to saying that. It's tough to watch.
Man, that's a tad. What's going on, Larry? Shout out to the Dixon Way, one of the best commentators in the game. Braves, Falcons, Hawks, Dogs, and even his wife's lousy, stinking Florida Gators. But we got one good player from the Florida Gators right now. That's Kyle Pitts. We'll see. We can't hear you, brother. You muted your mic.
Oh, Anthony.
Ant muted
my
his
bad.
mic.
I'll help my wife get groceries in. My bad, fellas.
He's multitasking, fellas out here in the subscribers.
Yeah. Matter of fact, I'm gonna stop that. I'm gonna get my kids to do it.
Hey, that's right.
Hey, your mama home.
Oh, we ain't forget about none of our receivers, man. We want Ray, Mooney, all these boys to stunt.
But we already know that Mooney's gonna probably be on the opposite. But here's the thing, Rich. If Mooney can stay healthy and actually can be on point with it, we all right. I think we'll be all right. But you have to look at his history, and you have to look at the fact that he was in Chicago, where he's had passes thrown to him, and he was the number 1 guy. He didn't live up to that expectation being the number 1. So I think him being a number 2 helps him out. But can he fulfill his talent expectations right now? Because Mooney is still here. Ray McLeod is going to pretty much be your slot guy. But again, I think Casey Washington is building up a case to be a number 2. Literally, he's building up a case for that. And if Mooney does not perform, I believe Casey Washington takes his job. That's just my opinion on that.
The coach
That's a hot take,
The coach is saying,
I'm standing on business with that one.
I mean, from just listening to the different interviews and reports from camp, they're very high on Casey Washington. I mean, I don't feel the way that Miss Historian does, because we don't really agree on a lot of things, but he is kind of he's going in the right direction with this conversation right now, because the coaching staff is elated by this pick that they have, Casey Washington.
Hold up, I got to do something real quick. You know how we do it. We have Larry of the Dixon Way in here.
Larry in the house. What's up, man?
We have Big Larry from the Dixon Way in the building, aka Mr. Quiet Storm. What's up, Big Larry?
What's going on, fellas? How y'all doing?
You know why we call you the Quiet Storm?
I don't know why, man.
Well, here's the thing. There are some broadcasts that you have, and I know you can't wake the family up when you do them or whatnot at night. And you sound like a Quiet Storm DJ getting ready to play the slow jams at 11 p.m., 12 o'clock at night. Literally. Joker sounds smooth as silk on that doggone channel. Told you we got to get you to ESPN, dog.
Nah, we just get the channel up. I'm good.
Hey, listen, RG3 done lost his job. We need somebody with some flavor up in there.
Nah, I'm good. I don't want to go up there, get in my fan base, and then go. The dream is to grow it naturally and be self-sufficient. That's the dream. So,
most definitely.
You know.
But here's the other thing. Now, you talk about being self-sufficient. I'm going to go ahead and mention this too, because, like I said, you have one of the best shows out there for commentary in the game, and we definitely appreciate how you come over here and show us love too. And, it's always awesome to see fellow podcasters doing that thing, and especially with teams that we love. The thing that I was going to mention to you today, and we talk about the defense, and we said the defense was going to be the main staple the last time you came on here. What are you seeing from this 3-4 defense that you're liking, and what do you think is going to be? I got to do the Larry Dixon voice for you one time. What do you think is going to be the area that we're going to get better in? Had to do it one time, Larry.
I think what I'm looking at now, man, is seeing the third and fourth stringers, man. I see people flying around to the ball. Now, on that sluggo, oh my goodness, sluggo. Who was that who got killed on that sluggo?
That was name slipped my mind.
Oh my goodness, he hit him with the
Anthony Johnson.
Oh my goodness, man.
Anthony Johnson.
That was just brutal.
So. I think
Anthony Johnson.
Yeah, I think it was
4-3.
Oh my goodness, he got cooked up on that one.
That's the one that Torrey McIntyre kept talking about, who been having a great training camp and all that. I'm like, shoot, I can't tell today because he had a terrible game. 4-3.
But Brooks was flying around, making every play, tackle, shedding, breaking up wide receiver screens, great coverage. He earned himself a spot.
Yeah, definitely.
David just went like this. All right, we on the plane. I got something for you, young man. Good job. Number 52 shining again, once again, making all the tackles. Is it me, or does he play better middle linebacker than Captain America?
Hold on, Larry. Steven, when you make a claim like that and you come up in my house talking that foolishness or whatnot, why don't you check the link that I put in there and come in here and tell us what you think? Tell us what you thinking or whatever, because we are very open to all Falcon content creators. But when you make a bold statement like that coming into my house, I need you to go ahead and back that claim up, please, sir. Because I support all Falcon content creators, but don't come in here saying that and we have yet to see it. We want to support you, but you gotta make us believers. So I'll put the link in the chat and you come on in here and join us and tell us how you're really feeling about it, my brother. Because we want to support other Falcon content creators because we need the network. Period, man. We want to network with you, and we want you to tell us how you feel. He said, "Not Ant, bad eyes." Wow. Okay.
Not Ant.
That I don't know what he's talking about, but
I don't know what dude talking about either. What are you talking about?
Yeah.
Hey, Steve, I left the link in there. You can come in and chop it up with us, man. But Larry, go ahead and finish, man.
Okay, I just.
That was my son did I think my son did a comic. They were upstairs watching me. That's Zachary. That's one of my oldest son talking, messing with me. I don't know what dude talking about though.
Yeah, I wasn't really worried about the quarterback play, to be honest. I know what Tyler is, and whoever come behind Tyler, I'm saying it's gonna be slightly worse. I wasn't really worried about that. I like what the wide receivers did. They made up for some catches that was kind of behind them. You know what I'm saying? Overthrown. A couple of balls that Taylor threw that should have been intercepted. That receivers turned into defenders and knocked the ball down. So I saw a lot of good things. McClain looked real good running the ball at the end of the game. It's gonna be a hard choice in this running back room, man.
Yeah, that's us.
Running back room gonna be a hard choice, man. Like,
I don't think Carlos Washington has a running back 3 locked up.
Separated themselves though.
Washington Jr. No, he don't. He played well, but man, in the little bit of time that McClain came in, man, he was running that thing, and he was going north and south. It was no wasted motion. That's an Alabama running back. You can tell he's going north and south. He ain't tippy-toeing.
No, he ain't tiptoeing at all.
Yeah,
they threw down.
They all look decent. I don't think nobody really separated themselves.
I retract my statement, my brother, because I thought you were saying something else. So that's
miscommunication.
That's
okay. Okay. All right, Steve.
That's on me.
We'll call on the dogs then.
Hey man, how Pop said? Wait a minute, I'm gonna say it like Pop said on Friday. You ain't got to worry about catching the dog. You got to worry about a dog catching your ass.
Now, yeah,
gotta just joke a little bit.
With how Taylor has been sporadic, would you guys keep him around? You just be like, you know what, man, you're never gonna get in the game anyway. We don't even want Penix playing this year. You absolutely not playing this season.
Say it again. Who you say again, Larry?
Would you just drop all these quarterbacks because you don't need one? You can have one on the emergency list, but he shouldn't be on the roster. You know what I'm saying? Have him on that emergency list, break glass just in case you get hurt. You know what I'm saying? But other than that, man, he don't need to be taking up a roster spot. Roster spot is too valuable. We need to.
I
gotta keep Taylor.
I see what you're saying, Larry. Keep one of them on the practice squad. We just keep it Penix behind him. We don't even want to play Penix.
I don't think
I gotta keep 3
for the practice.
I gotta keep 3 on the roster. I'm gonna keep Taylor Heineke and I'm gonna keep Paddock on the practice squad. This is because we know how the NFL go, fellas. It happened last year. How many quarterbacks played last year? It was the same amount of quarterbacks.
I would not keep.
I gotta keep him, man, because I can flip him, K-Dub.
Keep Heineke for the number he's making this season.
Bruh, he ain't making the money he did earlier. They already structured the contract. If you cut him, you ain't gonna get no money from cutting him.
They restructured the contract?
Yes, they restructured the contract before the summer. So that big cap hit, that's over with.
What are you making with? What are you making it?
He made like $1 million now. And the cap hit, they restructured the contract. It was a $6 million savings if you cut him. I think right after the season, they restructured that. Now it's like less than $1 million.
Okay. So I didn't realize that. So he ain't costing us that much.
He ain't costing much. And somebody gonna get an injury, man. I'm telling you. And they're gonna be able to flip him for a pick. A 7th, a 6th, or something. I'm not letting him walk for nothing.
If he playing, that means 2 people got to get hurt.
Exactly. But you never know. It happened last year. What was the team that lost?
No, that wasn't last year. That was the year before last year. No, not Minnesota.
Who was it?
I'm going to give you this. Go back to the NFC Championship game with the 49ers and the Eagles. And they lost 3 quarterbacks in that game. 1, 2, 3. Just like that. Yeah, they lost 3 quarterbacks. 1, 2, 3. And Christian McCaffrey was an emergency emergency quarterback. And we saw how the rest of that ball game went.
I guess Heineke on the damn team.
I think he gonna stay, man. I don't think he gonna be on the team a long time, K-Dub. I think they'll keep him until they feel Paddock can learn an offense, and if somebody get desperate and they want to trade, I think they'll trade him. But you got to keep him.
I'm gonna give you a guy that I think we should bring in. Now, for you UFL fans and whatnot, you'll remember the name, but any of us that keep up with HBCU football, you also know about this kid because he was an offensive player of the year, not once but twice. Man by the name of Akil Glass out of Alabama A&M, who was Odu Hilaire's quarterback back in the day when Prime was at Jackson State, and they sliced up that Jackson State defense. And again, they brought him into Tampa, and they did him wrong because Kyle Trask had a bigger contract, and they all said that Akil Glass outperformed him, and they cut him. And he goes to the UFL, and he's definitely a good quarterback. Guess what? You bring him in, and you let him be your third string quarterback. You let him and Paddock fight it out. And those guys are dirt cheap, and they can play. What's the worst you can do? But I would rather take cheaper guys if they're going to be bad, opposed to paying somebody some money, and he's awful. Taylor Heineke is not worth two dead flies smashed a bag of Ruffles potato chips open with a $2 Pepsi in the bottle. I'm sorry, he ain't worth that. I ain't even gonna trash Coca-Cola like that because I'm a Coke kid. The hell with that.
Yeah, I agree, man. Like, even if it's not much money, you'll say we don't want any like hint of thinking like if knock on wood,
knock on everything.
No kind of injury, stuff like that, man. Especially with how the Braves season been going, man. No injuries, but if Kirk Cousins get hurt, man, it's penny show, and we just started everything up. We accelerated everything.
Pretty much,
and that's the end. So for me, I'm not even really entertaining. I would rather a position of need to get filled with somebody who could actually, you know what I'm saying, come in and help. Because having a guy, that's extreme. Like the San Francisco thing is extreme. It can happen. Not saying that it cannot happen, but it's so extreme that I wouldn't hang on to Taylor Heineke, who still got rid of juice. You know how you go by an area and you smelt the skunk, but you don't see the skunk? That's what's happening with Taylor Heineke right now. He got some rid of juice. He got some rid of juice on him.
Oh, man.
Some rid of juice on him. You don't know where that skunk is, but you smell him. And you be like, man, I ain't going over here. Like, you come to the park, you smell that skunk smell, you be like, I guess I ain't coming to this park today. Sorry.
Hey, Larry, you got me over here dying laughing. See, you talk about a skunk. Man, you know what? I'm going to make it even better for you because I believe we moved up from barbecuing at the park or whatever when Terry first got here with hot dogs and hamburgers. Now, I believe we in a 5-star kitchen right now, and we got a dead rat in that kitchen that you can't find him, like you said. That's what I call Heineke. That's a dead mouse in a kitchen full of crawfish, etouffee, peach cobbler, and everything else that's nice. You got that stench in there of a dead mouse that you can't find. K-Dub know about that. Being a chef, he know you find something dead in that kitchen and you can't find it. That is an awful situation.
I would rather just go and look for someone else. Like, you can't sit here and tell me that you can't find another Taylor Heineke somewhere or comparable, either a little bit more, a little bit less. You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, God bless the kid. He's been in the league for 9 years, been able to be a backup and a starter sometimes. But again, he is the final form of Ritter. You know what I'm saying? That's what Ritter is going to evolve to, like a Pokemon. He's going to evolve to Taylor Heineke. So why don't I just skip that evolution? I know he's a slow bro. And I don't need a slow bro. You know what I'm saying? I don't need that Pokemon.
Well, Larry, you on it today, bro.
I'm saying though.
But I mean, if they do continue to do like they did with the filling the holes on the defense, which I know Terry and his squad is doing, the guys up there in that front office, they're always trying to acute and acquire outstanding talent to help back us up on this run, man. And Heineke, I'm think that's not it. So we gonna go get us somebody else. We're going to scour the league. We're going to look at all the other teams, and it's going to be somebody got to cut some fat again. Just like Judon had to cut the fat over there in New England, and somebody going to fall to that we can really, feel solid about as that third string quarterback, because I just don't feel good about that guy.
But if we make it Taylor Heineke, we screwed.
Yeah, we make it Taylor Heineke, fella. We'll be with the pick a top 5 this year. That's for sure.
Everybody agree with that, right? If
absolutely.
We make it Taylor Heineke,
it's over.
If we need him, we are done.
We're going to see the skunk. It ain't going to just be the smell. We're going to see the tail up in the air.
He wildin', bro.
And we don't need that skunk even in the damn quarterback room, to be honest with you. I don't need his ass even in there.
What did you see? No, exactly. I don't need him rubbing no bad.
I don't need you asking Zach, hey, look, so this route, does the quarterback go this way or the receiver go that way, Zach? I don't need you asking nothing. I need
imagine Taylor Heineke trying to tell Penix what he saw and why he threw that. No, I don't need
bro, Penix ain't listen to that dude at all, bro. You can believe that. That dude ain't nowhere near telling Heineke in the locker room at no time at all. They probably told, bro. They told Heineke before he got, look here, don't even go next to number 9. Don't even go that way. You go that way. We'll cut you on the spot.
Yeah. They probably set Penix right next to Kurt Locker.
Yep.
They're like, look, do not
I would hope so.
talk to number 4. Don't talk to number 4 at all.
It's something about it's. You know what? It's something about that damn number 4 jersey. I think Brett Favre cursed that jersey. I'm just gonna be honest. I'm just gonna call that. Look, you know, I got the Brett. Listen, I got the Brett Favre throwback here at the house, but I'm sitting here just thinking about it. I said, man, it seemed like now when Jay Philly had that number, he was straight. But it seemed like when you get a quarterback with that number, they just cursed. Like Desmond Ridder had it first, he was cursed. Then you got to go back, and then I go back even further. We got what was Fat Boy's name that played quarterback for us? Byron Leftwich. Joker looked like he had a country ham up under his left wrist when he was throwing. I'm just saying, when you look back at it or whatever, every quarterback that we've had that's worn that number has been cursed.
Yeah.
Cursed. It's like that's the Brett Favre curse. Like tell every quarterback, you know what? Just don't touch number 4. Just don't touch that number.
Brett number. Yeah. Buckhead Brett curse. Yeah. Basically.
I'm telling you, man, because that. Thank you, Larry. You coined it. That's the Buckhead Brett curse. You can no quarterback in Atlanta should be allowed to wear number 4. Period. Period.
Yeah,
right.
So won't they look through the? If I was a player, I would look through the archives of numbers, and this got to be a number that nobody's taken to the next level yet. That you just want to step out there and make known, man. If you're a nasty player, you know, everybody you want to go get Dion old number, or this person old number. Make your number nasty. If you know you're a nasty player coming in, you draft it. Like Bijan, go look for one of them numbers that ain't just got taken to the rafters yet, and go make it yours.
And I got one for you now. You mentioned numbers or whatever, and I tell people like this. Everybody is saying it, but there were 2 good players that made 21 right. You know, everybody talk prime, but also you can't leave out Lynn Kane either, because you had 2 guys during that. You know, you had 2 guys that wore that 21, and they both. Lynn Kane took it to one level, Dion took it to another level. So you had 2 guys to make that number great. You know what I'm saying? But everybody remembers 21 because of prime. But you can't forget about William Andrews' counterpart right there. That boy was nasty. Shout out to Mr. Lynn Kane. He's actually watching the show right now. So shout out to Mr. Lynn Kane or whatnot. And I'm gonna give you another number that somebody can really make nasty or whatnot. I think it's probably is a nice number. I probably have to say, hell, somebody need to get that 50 and put that on at that linebacker spot. Make that number nice again, because the last linebacker that had that 50 was Mr. Buddy Curry. And he was nice with that linebacker spot back in the day.
Curtis Lofton didn't wear that number?
I think Lofton wore it for a little bit. Wore it for a little bit.
Yeah, for a slight bit. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, for a little bit.
I want to make sure.
But like K-Dub was saying, we got to get guys to make your own mark, man.
Yeah, man.
Make your own mark,
you know,
man.
if you really just it might take that longer research, like a good 30 minutes. I mean, you know, the Falcons been around for a while, but it should be somebody who already has that document and what numbers are legendary in the franchise history, and then you look for that number that ain't nobody even really wore that meant anything yet, and then you're nasty, you're a top whatever pick, top, you know, first round, second round pick. Make that number nasty, man. Stop trying to do these retread numbers, and you can't do what Julio did. I don't want number 11. That's Julio. I don't want 81. That's, you know what I'm saying. I don't want this. I don't want 21. I want to make my name synonymous with, you know, greatness with this franchise. I want to be up there in the Raptors in the Ring of Honor, and I'm making this number go forward and making it nice and making people go get this jersey, man.
Because here's the thing. 81 should be a number that's not handed out because of Terrence Mathis. Period. That number should not be handed out. Like, they don't hand out William Andrews' number, and let's be real, William didn't even play a full 10 years. And I respect Mr. Andrews because he was on his way to a Hall of Fame career, and he blew his knee out, and that was what killed it. But at the same time, if you're not gonna hand out 31, and he definitely was became a franchise player because he wasn't the top draft pick during that time, you can go ahead and you look at some of these other numbers. They don't hand out number 10 from Steve Bartkowski. They don't hand out, and here's my thing. Another number that shouldn't be handed out is 86. Respect to Mr. Jim Mitchell, one of the best tight ends that we had in our history before Tony Gonzalez got here. Let's call this for what it was. He was that unicorn back in the day. He was that guy, but they continue to hand that number out too. Like they hand out 21. I feel like those numbers shouldn't be handed out. It's just certain numbers that shouldn't. And 87 damn sure shouldn't be handed out for Mr. Claude Humphrey. I don't give a darn. That's a number like 60. That number need to be just retired. Period.
Nobis. That's Nobis, man. Yeah.
60 was Nobis, and then you got 87 Claude Humphrey. And the thing is, Claude is a Hall of Famer now. You don't need to hand out 87. You don't like
Nobis should be a Hall of 21. Yeah. Nobis should be a Hall of Famer, but you know how that go.
Yeah.
And here's the other thing. Jesse Tuckle's number don't need to be handed out. I'm just saying. But you have to be a very special player, and you have to do it for a period of time, more than 4 or 5 years, by the way. And
I don't think they issue 58. I don't think they issue 58.
What number is Zion Lowe wearing? He wearing something like a 50 something. He wearing some kind of crazy number right now. It might be 56 or 57.
I think we're like 59 or something, maybe.
That's it, K. I think 59. Yeah.
Yeah, 59. Yeah, I don't think nobody wear 58.
But that's what I mean, though. Zion Lowe can make 59 that number.
Or unless he might be holding on to that number until cuts happen and he changes that number, because that can also happen too.
You can get away number 56 all day. You can get away that all day.
Yeah.
Oh, Keith Brookins, get his number away all day.
That was Spoon number 2, right? That was Spoon number 2 for a little while.
Oh yeah, that was Spoon number. Yeah,
that was Spoon, man. Dang, I love that guy.
Yeah, I like Spoon.
I love Spoon, man.
I just hated the fact that he couldn't stay healthy, but when he was healthy, he was a problem.
When he was
dynamic. I got jersey in my closet right now. I know the Spoon, boy. We'll put that dang spoon on it and start making it eat. Yes, sir. I love Spoon, man.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, Robert Griffin probably would have had a good career. Spoon didn't end it.
Yep. Yeah, he did.
Right about that. Hey, shout out to one half of the Water Boys. No faucet needed. The boys stay dripped out. We got Playboy Trey in the chat. We had B Rich on the show the other day. Shout out to my dog Trey.
What's good, Trey?
What's going on?
You know, he's one of the east side of Atlanta's finest, as they would say. You know what I'm saying? Got to show love to y'all boys over there on out east. But
yeah.
But I'm just saying, I look at some of the type of players that we have right now, and I just look at what this season could be. I really believe that defense, we're going to lean on that defense really, really heavy right now. And the reason I'm saying that, like, yeah, this is the benediction, but we ain't going to sit here and cry about a loss in the preseason. It's just, I'm just doing this because it's formality. But we're going to have we got a lot to talk about because, again, you look at what's going on with this organization, and this was a hell of a week. Even this loss can't take away the joy that they brought to this fan base this week.
Period. Oh, yeah.
When you bring in Matt Judon and then you bring in Mr. Simmons, like, as for my wrestling fanatics out there, is the good old Jim Ross used to say, business has just picked up. That's pretty much what happened. Business has just picked up. And with the way this defense is getting ready to be set, it's about to be a slobber knocker all year. All year. We stay healthy. I don't see nobody really giving us problems this year.
Quick question, Ryan.
What you got?
Do you think they need to bring another veteran edge? Somebody maybe just, I'm just saying, I know it's an old guy. Bring in a Justin Houston. This is the leadership. I ain't saying a lot of snaps. Kind of like they did with Dwight Freeney. You need to bring another veteran edge just to help out the young guys. Because Matt Judon on that side, of course, obviously, but Lorenzo Carter still starting as an edge does not sit right with me. I'm sorry. No disrespect to Lorenzo Carter. I like him. But if I can get better in any position, why not?
I see.
Would you get Houston? Would you get Stephon Gilmore?
Yeah.
So again, I couldn't hear you.
Would you get Houston or Stephon Gilmore? I want
I'll take
Gilmore.
Houston.
I'll
I'll take Houston.
I'm taking Gilmore.
I'll take Gilmore.
I'm taking
But if we
Gilmore
can-
because
if we can
we need a
have-
number 2. We need a real number 2 cornerback, and his
But-
experience would help.
Anthony White, look at it like this. Look at it like this.
I feel better about the secondary now
I got
after.
these bicycles cards right here. We playing spades. Terry already said he got robbed. He didn't even ask you what you had. He said, I'm going 10 by myself. You give me 2 books. You get Stephon Gilmore, I'm going Boston. For real.
Yeah. I'm not saying I don't want them. I feel a lot better about the secondary now. We got Justin Simmons coming in. We got some depth.
If we get Stephon Gilmore, I'm going Boston.
Ooh.
Yeah. But I can see that happening now because we have that Tom Brady effect when he went to Tampa. It's like people just want to sign up to play with him because we just seem like we just getting everybody. So Stephon Gilmore say, man, hey, look, I'll take a meal or whatever.
If you put 3 veterans that are top players, and Stephon Gilmore was one of the best in the league for a long time.
Yes, he was.
You get Gilmore. No, I'm just saying, you get Gilmore on one side. Judon was his teammate for a little bit at the end of his
That's
career.
what I'm about to say.
And Larry, I got another one for you. You got Simmons and Bates already on the back. You add that veteran to that side, and you got a young AJ's gonna be the one who's gonna rack up the numbers this year.
Yeah.
And that would help him get his contract. Now I'm not saying AJ is bad. What I'm saying is every quarterback know you ain't trying none of those 3. Them old dogs right there, because they have the experience, they have the knowledge, and they are very fundamentally sound, even though they might be a step or 2 of what they used to be. But AJ is gonna be the one that's gonna benefit off this. AJ would benefit big time off this because we all been complaining about interceptions. Guess what? If we get Gilmore on that other side, if he goes for a veteran minimum for cheap, I believe AJ gets 6 picks. 6 picks during the season.
He get whatever he wants to. He gets 6 picks.
That's what I'm saying. If we get Gilmore, I say AJ Terrell gonna have 7 interceptions. I put money on that.
Ooh, you said 7, bro?
Yep. Because guess what? He got the freedom to do whatever. Because guess what? They gonna lock everything else down.
Good point. Yeah.
And then you gotta think about it. And Judon can play the flat. Think about it. Judon can cover in the flat.
Let me ask y'all a question, man. Let me ask y'all a question right quick. And I know it don't matter now. Hindsight 2020. If Braylon Trice and Helms get hurt, do they make these moves this week?
I think
Probably
so.
not.
Nope.
I think so.
I say that now. I don't think so.
I think
and
so.
that's the thing. Why? Because I wanted them to make moves before while they was on there. I never was good with Braylon Trice getting more first team reps than Honor Eddie. Which, by the way, that's been happening because Torrey Macker hadn't been saying that on the pod all last couple weeks. Braylon Trice was about to start. He was about to start.
He looked better than him in training camp. He looked better than him in training camp, for what I saw.
Yeah, he was.
I was gonna say, man, I go back to, the man upstairs, man, he working mysterious ways.
Yes, he do. Thank you, Jesus.
So I hate for Trice to go down, but that turned our focus to we still need an end, and then boom, Judon is there. We make the moves to go get him. What's to say Judon don't move his cap around or whatever, and want to stay here another season or 2? Then we can have Trice in the fold and Judon. So, you know what I'm saying? Things just had to happen for us to, for us to be great. So, those are, the Lord be moving in mysterious ways. And like I say, I'm just happy that we have what we have. I hate for the injury to happen, but I'm glad that things happened that did happen. So, we just moving forward in the now.
So my question is, I would have never went in the season if I got Kirk Cousins as a quarterback, and I'm gonna say, okay, I'm just gonna go cheap on the defensive end position and just go with Trice and just go with somebody else and Carter. I'd have never done that.
Go ahead, Larry.
Go, Larry.
This is what I was gonna bring up. Anthony took me down the yellow brick road, so I'm gonna walk on it. This is why I said that Kirk Cousins was an all-in move. And people, I said, why do we get Kirk Cousins? We don't feel like we're all-in move. Obviously, in my opinion, I think that circumstances did have to happen. I don't think it was an injury. I think it happened when Judon said that he would play on that contract. Remember, he was holding in. First of all, Julio was the first hold in ever. All right, he was holding in. I was at that training camp. He didn't take one snap. He just had his helmet in his hand, and he came out and stretched and signed. I think he signed autographs to kids, but that was it. But when Judon said that he would hold in, but then he said, "Oh, I'll play on this contract," that's when it kind of coincided. You know what I'm saying? Like, hey, let's try to go and get. I think Terry was always trying to look and try to get someone. They were trying to get Sweat. It didn't happen last year. You know what I'm saying? They tried to move up to get Tolulu, whatever his name from UCLA. Yeah,
Latu.
Yeah, so they try to get him. No dice.
Then they tried to go get
he already assessed this roster.
They tried to get Danielle Hunter twice.
Yeah,
they tried to get Danielle Hunter in the season.
Right. He tried to get Danielle Hunter twice. He already assessed this roster.
But let's be real. They were not going to be able to sign him because of the fact that them dudes did not want to play for Arthur Smith. I said this a long time ago.
Yeah. They
Absolutely.
That's the reason why we probably did. If Raheem Morris would have been here last year, you really don't think we'd have had Hunter, and I guarantee you we'd have had the other cat that you were just mentioning just now too.
Montez Sweat.
Yeah, we'd have had Sweat and Hunter, bro. Because guess what? Raheem Morris is a respected defensive coordinator in the league. So
we would
if
have
you got to check,
Sweat and I believe it. I believe we would have both of them.
And Larry, and you got Jerry Gray on the defensive end, the backside that has coached as the defensive coordinator. So again, Jimmy Lake, I think, is going to be a very good piece. But as we said before, and we've said this plenty of times, maybe they brought in Jimmy Lake because Jerry Gray said, "No, I don't want to be the head man right now. I'm good with working with this back end, and I want to be an assistant." And he's the assistant head coach too, by the way. So at the end of the day, maybe that might have been too much responsibility for him to be the DC and the assistant head coach. Because if anything happens to Raheem or whatever, Jerry Gray's gonna be the one that's gonna step up and take that spot. Yeah. So why not let the young lion have his chance of doing what he does, but you're gonna sit back there and you're gonna guide him. That's what I believe Jerry Gray is doing. And as we said before, Steve Wilkes is still hanging around his team right now. He ain't left.
Another DB guy. Yet. Another DB expert.
Think about it. I said, think about this, Larry and K-Dub and Ant. I said this weeks ago when he first started hanging around. I said this weeks ago. I said, don't be surprised now that they fired him that he's not going to be hanging around facilities. And I said, he's good friends with Raheem Morris. So don't think that Raheem and Terry going to leave that man out in the cold. I said that. Even if he has an analysis job, even if he has a job in the film room or something like that, you still have over 20 years of knowledge as a coach in that building. The thing I respect about Raheem is this. Raheem does not have an ego. Raheem does not mind having people to come in and help him get better. Period. K-Dub?
Oh, wow. Hold up, Ryan. Breaking news. Hold up. Shonda just broke some news. She said that she heard Coach Ra after the game saying that Michael Penix is not going to play in the next game.
What did I just say?
Being reported.
Yeah. We are not playing.
It's being reported, not
not a surprise to me, fellas.
Not a surprise.
He might have seen enough in the Miami game, and
so he's basically the quarterback too.
All these injuries we had, most likely.
But remember Raheem took him out because right before he got pulled or whatnot. Remember, he took a vicious shot coming off that end after he delivered the ball.
Yes,
Ross said, "Okay," and I know Raheem was like, "Nope, I'm not gonna gamble on you. Not gonna gamble on getting my future quarterback hurt." Period.
But
maybe Terry said no. Maybe Terry said no.
That might be. It might not be Ryan. You're right. It might be Terry that might have said, we're not. You're not gambling with my future now because I took a chance on this kid."
Yeah, there's a whole gamble, man. Like that's what I was telling people. Like I didn't think that we'll see Judon and Justice Simmons in there either because it's just like
You won't see them at all.
It's an old gamble,
Hey,
man.
go
Like,
back
it's
to
all
what I
Larry,
said.
I'm gonna tell you this here. We're gonna probably see Judon and Simmons maybe week 2 because they still got to learn the playbook. I don't think we
It's
see
2
them in
weeks
week
before
1.
the start of the season, though. It's not 1 week. So
Never
they
mind.
got
Oh,
3
that's
weeks.
I'm
to
sorry.
learn.
I'm mixing my timelines. That's the
Yeah.
Dogs that's playing in a week.
Yeah,
Listen,
Dogs playing.
we got 2 weeks.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Georgia playing a week.
we got 3 weeks. We got 3 weeks.
Oh, that's enough time for them boys
Yeah,
to at
it's
least
the
get
8th.
the basic.
The
to get the
start of
basic
the season is the
packages.
8th. Yeah, the
Yeah.
start of the season is the 8th.
Yeah,
we
man.
got plenty of time, man.
I mean, as far as a
Plenty of time.
preseason though, they only got one more game. So what I'm saying
They
is
only
you're
got
not
one more
going to see.
preseason game. Yeah.
You're not going to see them starters, man. Veterans, we're going to take out enough whatever in this regular season. We do not want to show anything, and we don't want any risk any more injuries. We want to
here's the
be
best-
we want to be an enigma out there on the damn field. We don't want nobody to know nothing about how we're gonna come out there, how we're gonna line up, and what we're gonna do.
I got something for you, K-Dub. You just hit on something. I don't know if anybody paid attention to this today. We had no injuries today, ladies and gentlemen.
Thank
I
God.
did.
That's a win
paid
in
big
itself.
attention to it.
My name, man.
I paid attention to it off the jump.
No injuries equal win, to be honest.
Thank you.
You know what I'm saying?
Even though we lost the ball game, we won the war because guess what? That means we still have depth, ladies and gentlemen. So
Yes.
it's no need to be mad at this point because of the fact that we lost. I hate that. I don't like losing, but guess what?
No.
I'm happy with none of our guys getting hurt. That's all I'm thinking about right now because we need depth.
I just understand the approach, and the approach is don't show them nothing, and come out there and hit them in the mouth week 1 and the rest of the season. That's it.
C-Dub. What's up, C-Dub?
Yeah.
C-Dub's back
What's
out
up,
of the corner
Larry?
now.
So see dog.
Yeah. Man, look, I had to get out of Stockbridge. I was driving in a hurry. I still listening though, because I love hearing all y'all. You know, the smooth voice of Larry over here. You know, his nighttime drive when you get to listen. You know, you get all comfy and like listen to jazz and everything, like Ryan said. I never thought about that until you brought that up. That made me laugh like heck. But yeah, man. Yeah. So I made it through that area, so I'm closer to my house. But yeah, I'm with y'all. No injuries, and this is preseason. And what's great about it is, guys, I really didn't care how we looked on offense. I just wanted to see how aggressive our defense was going to play. And I'm just impressed that Raheem is getting these guys to play hard. I can only imagine how we going to play because these guys are really going out there and hitting. And like I said, it's nice to see some of these guys, you know, getting some shine, getting some play. But I will tell you this: if I don't ever have to see Taylor Heineke throw another football, that'd be another day too soon. I mean, and I like what was it Larry said. I would make sure Penix is right next to Cousins, and if they say who's number 4, just say he's the black sheep of the family. We don't talk to him. Don't worry. That's Ritter in the future. Just don't worry about him. Stay away.
Oh gosh. So let's do this right here, man. So we've been on for a little bit. We getting ready to keep the party going for a little bit. Today is one. Yes, sir. Fresh Melon. We got to keep the party going, but we got to take a quick commercial break for a quick second. So y'all sit back, just take a quick commercial break, and just check this commercial out we got for y'all.
Oh, super sweet.
What the hell is going on here?
What's going on here is pretty much the Saints versus the Falcons, September the 29th at Dave & Buster's. We call this the hunting grounds. So all the fans of the Birdcage and the Falcons are welcome to come. We definitely would love to have you there. Also, we have a live show that will be taking place after the game. We're going to be giving out prizes for raffle tickets. So when you purchase your ticket, you're automatically in. We're going to have hors d'oeuvres, a cash bar there as well. So if you're not interested in the cash bar or the hors d'oeuvres, go ahead and get that food from the waiters and waitresses. So you can contact us at 404-585-1445 or the Birdcage LLC at gmail.com. You either get right or you get left. Ghost. Birdcage. Sorry about that. Had to take a quick intermission.
Oh, no, that's cool. That's cool.
That's good, man.
Did I hear September 29th?
Yes. Falcons versus the Aints.
That is one day after my birthday.
Yes, sir.
Well,
Definitely
there
would
you
love.
go.
Definitely would love to have you to come through.
We're gonna be saying happy belated birthday when you walk in there.
You come, we might.
Hey,
You come, we might get the waiters and waitresses to bring you a cupcake and sing to you.
hey, look.
Put it in the cleavage.
Look. When my birthday happens, I tell people I have to have a weekend. So don't worry. It's a 2-day affair. So we can do that. It's all good.
Hey, he said it too. Hey, at least you're not doing like one of our former members that used to be on here. He said every day is his birthday.
Good.
Yeah,
Oh,
gentleman.
my God.
It was a gentleman who used to come over here. He used to always say he always called folks that are halftime, part-time fan sellouts, and we use that term to this day. So anybody who's been watching this show for a long time, I ain't gonna bring his name out there, whatever. He's still good people, but that joker was calling fake fan sellouts. Because guess what? We actually got a sellout T-shirt or whatnot. We gonna be selling soon, so no sellouts allowed.
Oh my God.
Hey man, it's the truth. Hey, this is where we at with it. No sellout fans allowed.
I love it. I love
like
it. I love it. It's great.
So,
Yes,
guys,
I love
if
the
we-
excitement.
What
Would
got,
you
Larry?
Go ahead, Larry.
would you think getting Stephon Gilmore would be the Diet Cola equivalent of when the Rams got boy from the damn it, why am I
Ramsey?
getting his
You
name?
talking about Jalen
Ramsey,
Ramsey?
yeah,
Yeah.
Jalen. Like,
I think-
just look at our team. We don't have an Aaron Donald, I understand that, but it's looked like we get a piece here.
Ready?
You get a Clowney who's just been cast off, not, you know what I'm saying, got talent, but never was the dude, you know what I'm saying? You're building around him. So maybe, and it looks like Grady got a little bit more slimmer, so it looked like he's going to be pass rushing more. That hump move that Rookwood did was serious.
Oh,
That's
Rook
Grady
was
right there,
in the
100%.
back- Yo, Rook was in the backfield
Mhm.
a lot, and then coach yanked him after the first quarter, like, all right, you good, man. You good. I was like, all right.
you made a play.
Larry, I'm gonna give you a comparison to what I'm saying, and I said this on draft day, and everybody's like, "Oh, you bold for saying that." I questioned him at the second round, but then I thought about it. I said, "Okay, well, I like what we moved when we got Trice in the third," and I said, "Okay, that makes more sense or whatever."
It makes
Instead
more
of just
sense,
drafting, it makes more sense of why they did that. But
Yeah.
I compared this kid to John Randall. That was who I compared him to. He might have a little bit more weight, but you're talking about the same height, same motor, and just the same mean streak. You see it. The difference is Rook don't talk like John. John was always talking trash. It didn't matter. They could be losing the game 50-0, and John is still pissing people off. Regulators, mount up. 6-footer for life. That's my favorite one, as he used to say, 6-footers for life. And, being a student of the game, you study so many of these guys. I'm a diehard Falcon fan, but I am a football fan. So I respect great players. And for him, he was an undersized defensive lineman that dominated at that zero technique. And you see flashes of it with another undersized D lineman with Rowe. You see it. You see it with a Roro. You see Roro rowing his boat right down the stream.
But ain't Rook like 6'2"? Ain't Rook like 6'1", 6'2"?
Root taller, Root taller.
He's like 6'2", 6'3". Yeah, he tall.
Yeah.
And remember, John Randall's about 6 foot even. He's 6 foot even. So he's not
by the
much
way,
taller than Randall.
Real quick, by the way, when that play happened, all of us at Benchwarmers, we actually were just going row. We were just going, sound like we also ended up sounding like Scooby the way we were shouting. But man, you talk about making a play and making everyone notice you. Oh yes, and you're right, Larry. As soon as he made that play, he was on the bench. It was like, all right, get the bubble wrap for him. He's in.
Hey, you know what? I've already said this here. I'm already on the video right now. Everybody's sitting there sleeping. I've already coined this for him. I'm going back to the Yin Yang Twins song from back in the day when I was in high school. This is Ruka Roro's song. We gonna roll the boat. We
eat the family water, bro.
Roll. Rolling with that's his song. That Yin Yang Twins song. That is his theme song. Hey, nobody can't say Ruka Roro. A lot of people are having trouble with saying it, but guess what? You play that Yin Yang Twin song, Roll the Boat. That's his theme song, bro.
There you go.
His theme song. The hook of that should be his theme song.
I like it.
Boy, the
Play
Falcons.
Hey, I'm down with it.
Wait a minute, hold up.
In the dome once he get a sack.
Yeah, that's what that needs to be.
Run that track. Run that track back.
Hey, Falcons, I'm gonna let y'all know this here. We said this first on the Bird case, so cut us our damn check. Please cut us our check for that. So again, if you hear every time he get a sack, you need to have that song playing. Period. Not that corny roll your boat. No. You in Atlanta, baby. We already got a little snippet of a song that can actually fit it, and it fits what the city is. Period. So I know many.
Oh, guys, what's y'all record since we made these additions? What was your record prior to
11-5?
I had one more win. I had 11-5. Now I'm gonna go 12. I get 12 wins now.
What about you?
I'm still at 11-6, Larry. I'm still at 11-6. I still feel like the offense has got to gel, as I was saying earlier. That passing game is going to take at least 6 or 7 games. If it goes earlier, much better for us. Much better chance to get 12 wins. But I believe we get 11 wins because the defense and the running game is going to hold us down until Cousins gets comfortable with these receivers, and also Zach Robinson gets comfortable with really being able to attack and putting that ball in the air. Period. That's why I say 11-6.
Okay.
I think we gained.
I'm going to be honest. Okay. See, I'm not going to lie, guys. When I first saw how we were looking and how our defenses wasn't, like I was like, where is we got to try to get a pass rusher, somebody a little bit, just for depth purposes. So I was like, man, 10-7 maybe, or 10 because at first, but then honestly, now seeing this, I'm all the way to down 13. I could say 13. I could say 12. I could say 13 and 12 and not go, man, am I losing my mind? No, I actually have some faith in this.
Okay, I got faith in my 12 now. So you said 13. So I'm like, all right.
Yeah,
all right. See, double.
Look,
Crank
you know what?
Then.
If we can't get excited and get naked for this team, I mean, what are we doing? We can't be cautious and tiptoe.
We're streaking.
This is I want us to go to the bagheads and just blow them out, and then we're gonna look like we can take the knee and we're gonna run it down their throat. That's what I want.
What you think, Anthony?
Because I'm a Falcons fan and I know they're gonna blow at least 1 or 2 games they ain't supposed to, I'm still saying 10-7. I'm just going. I'm sorry. I'm very excited about this team. I'm very excited about this team, but I just it's always 1 or 2 games they blow they ain't supposed to. Until they stop doing that, I'm gonna say 10-7. But that's a division. 10-7 is a division.
Mike meant to say, hey, Mike heard you say blow. He said pause. I had to put that out there for Mike.
No did it.
I was about to say it, but Mike got
no did it, baby. No did it. Yeah, no did it. I gotta say that now. 2024.
Hey, I'm gonna give y'all this. Go ahead, Larry. I already see you about to cook. Go ahead.
Yeah, I said 10-7 prior to. Unless we have the worst coaching job in the NFL, there's no reason why we shouldn't win 12-5. We should go 12-5. 11-6 is my bottom floor. Like, I'm looking at this schedule, and the hardest part of our schedule is the first 6 games. It literally is, guys. It literally is.
Mike is stupid, boy.
If we look at that.
Hey, he caught what you said. He caught what you said. That's why he said pause. He caught what you said.
Who said go down their throat? Who said that?
You
I said that.
Said pause.
Yeah,
yes,
you
that's
did.
Why he said
oh
pause.
my God. I don't remember saying that.
Yeah, you said
Jesus.
that.
He was on a roll.
I said no did it.
Mike said go watch. Mike said go watch the rewatch.
Good God. I'm sorry. I don't mean to stop. Man, look here. I'm so sorry to say that. That ain't me.
Can I be delusional for a second? Can I be a delusional fan?
Come on.
I've never been a delusional Falcon fan in my life. I've always been realistic, and a lot of people get mad at me for that. but I'm gonna let y'all peer into my soul for a second. This isn't the historian talking. This is Rashay. It's my nickname, Ryan, and my middle name is Shay.
Okay.
So this is Rashay talking. So as a fan, I feel like the Falcons are going to eventually, in my lifetime, and probably under this regime, hopefully, I see them going totally undefeated, breaking the Miami Dolphins record, and winning the championship on top of that. And to cap it off, like the 1973 Dolphins, who came off of the perfect season. They lost one game in their season and by the Raiders, and then they ended up getting back to the Super Bowl in 1973, smashing the Minnesota Vikings with a bag of chisels and walking over their dead bodies to claim their second back-to-back Super Bowl trophy. Here's my thing. This is what I see my Atlanta Falcons doing. Now, this isn't the historian as the broadcaster. This is Rashay talking. We're going to go undefeated. We're going to break the 1972 Miami Dolphins record. We're going to win the championship, and then we're going to back it up with a back-to-back championship. I might be dead and gone when it happens. Maybe. I might get to see it in my lifetime. But in my wildest dreams as a Falcons fan, I see us being a laughing stock of the NFL to where they got to put some respect on our damn name. That 28-3 and that 28-3, all those blown leads and all that stuff, that goes out the window. If we are the only team to do that outside of the Dolphins, we gonna be respected to the day that the good Lord takes this earth. Till he takes this earth away.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna say it like this. I got a feeling if we get that, the NFL, y'all gonna have to put some respect on our name early, like they say up here in Philly. Like they say early, y'all got to put some respect on our name early. Because at the end of the day, we gonna make y'all Earl when we get a Super Bowl championship in this place. I apparently want to see this one day. I want to see this one day. I could be an old man on my deathbed, but I want to see a back-to-back Super Bowl in Atlanta. I believe Raheem is gonna get the first. But damn it, if we get one, I want to see one, dog. I'm putting the expectations out here because I believe if we keep the right people in this front office, I believe it can happen. Because guess what? The Dolphins were god awful before Don Shula got there. Larry Little talked about that on our show. He changed everything when he got there. It's all about who you get and what you guys do. And I don't want to hear that they played against plumbers and all that. That's bull. It's hard to go perfect, and especially in the NFL. At any time, it's hard to go perfect because everybody's pro athletes. But damn it, that's what I see happening. That's what your boy Rashay sees. Now, hold up. Now I'm back to being the historian and being the realistic journalist slash podcast host out here now. Now I see us going 11-6 this year and getting a deep run in the playoffs. But in my lifetime, as I said before, we got some things happening. So that's a little bit of me as a fan that I don't let out here on the air. I'll talk like that off camera. But damn it, I got to be real about this here. We got a good team, but I still think we have a lot of pieces that we got to bring in to be a dominant team. That's just my opinion.
Yeah. Depth is the biggest thing with this team now. Our starting 11 on both sides is good to hang with anybody. It's all about the depth right now. That's going to push us for being a pretender or contender, in my opinion. That if we find a good depth and Coach Rob and Terry Fontenot sign the right people, then yeah. I mean, we'll be good, man. I like it. I just want to see one, man. I'll be 50 in October. I want to see one before with my son and my wife before I leave this place. You know.
Did y'all hear?
And this is my thing. Like, I believe we'll see that one day. But on the other hand, man, all you can do is just sit back and just say it's just gonna be what it is at this point. Because I feel like we have the right people in the position to do some things. I feel as if we're in a spot to where we can make some things happen. But the thing is, as they said on the Waterboy show with Mr. Brian McFadden, who played for the Steelers, you've got to have positive energy coming into this fan base.
Mm-hmm.
You gotta have positive energy. When you come into the stadium, start putting that positive energy out. Stop going into the bench saying, oh, they're gonna find a way to blow this game here. They're gonna trick it off. They're gonna do all this here. Stop doing that. Go in with positive energy. Now, if they trick off the game at the end, then you got all rights to light into them like a water moccasin into a rabbit. You do. But at the end of the day, you have to project positive energy. You walk in there with that swag of confidence. Like, just think about it. When you get ready to go to Magic City to go to see these shoe models or whatever, you already know you're going in there to get these lemon pepper wings wet. Guess what? You're going to walk into this stadium predicting these Falcons going to win this ball game right off the bat. So until you start going in here with positive energy, it's going to always be the same old tired-ass Falcons that's been out here. Forgive me for cussing right now, but I'm at a point like we can be realistic about our team, but being pessimistic is a whole nother point. Like when I'm talking about downtrodden saying that we're going to lose, we're going to do – no. Here's my thing. I'm hard on players, and I rag on them because I expect more from the guys that are at the top of the food chain on this team. Let's just keep that a buck. My first round draft picks and my second round draft picks, I expect them to flourish.
Yeah.
Yes.
So if I'm giving them a hard time and I'm getting in their behinds, guess what? It's what's needed because I'm generous compared to what I hear on the radio station up here in Philly. These people be wanting to eat these players' children. That's how nasty these folks get up here. Well, you talk about people egging your house, throwing rocks through your windows, smashing your mailboxes. That stuff happens for real. And it's players up here that they have to hide where they live and have cameras around because it's fans up here that's like that. And I'm talking about in the Northeast, it's like that.
Yeah, it's here though, then now.
I mean, because think about it. Let's go back and talk about this, and I'll give you this. Go back to the Steelers dynasty in the 70s. And you know I'm a historian, I got to put it out. Jefferson Street Joe Gilliam beat out Terry Bradshaw for his job. One of the best quarterbacks in the game that didn't get a shot. Period. Racism played into that. But when he had a bad game, guess what? They were smashing out his mailboxes. They were sending death threats. They were throwing stuff through his windows. Like he literally carried 3 and 4 pistols on him just to go to the stadium. That's how nasty. Now, security is a lot better now than what it was. But just think about it. There's people that are still maniacs and nuts that are on the East Coast that do this type of stuff still. Period. Period. They don't play that. We are nice fans. Let's just be real. We're nice fans. We got too many. Oh, baby, go ahead and get you a piece of that potato pie and get you a little sweet tea. We gonna be all right next week. No, put your foot between these jokers' hip pockets. Hold them accountable. Because if we buy this merchandise, if we spend this money for these tickets, you gotta start holding these guys accountable. I'm not gonna coddle Kyle Pitts if he screws up in the game. I'm not coddling AJ Terrell. I'm not gonna coddle Michael Penix when he gets in. I'm not gonna coddle Kirk Cousins. I'm calling it like I see it. And if you don't like it, change the channel because I'm gonna tell it like it is. So again, I'm nice compared to some of these folks out here. I just tell the truth. It's just we as a fan base have to start accepting the truth and stop being damn delusional. We got a good team right now.
We do.
So speak this into existence for us to have an 11-6 season. That's all I got. Let the church say amen.
Amen.
Yes, sir.
Wow.
Look, we got to let Deacon K Dub come in here with a soliloquy to wrap this. We're not wrapping it up yet, but he gonna wrap up the message that I just put out here for y'all.
I mean, hey, look, you gonna put it down, Pastor. Hey, look, what can I say? I mean, we want the boys to go do what they go. I'm looking for 12 wins, so I expect a lot out of this team. So to back up everything you're saying, it just go, hey, look, man, we got to go put it to fruition. We just need the injury bug to stay away, and I got nothing but goddamn great hopes for this team. That's why you ain't seeing them right now. They must be really blowing the coaching staff away in practice. They don't even want these boys to play nothing. So they showing what they supposed to show in practice, doing what they supposed to do. Because I'm seeing a lot of starters for other teams out there getting reps, but we're trying to conceal what we're doing. We want to hit them hit them with it, and then let them catch up to it. Because the league, one thing the league will do is catch up to what you're doing, but it takes them a while. So we want to have them catching up to what we're going to hit them with, and then how we're using our weapons, how we're going to send everybody out and use it and utilize their skill set. So right now, we got everybody guessing because even as fans, and we follow the team day in and day out, and we don't know what's going on. So people from afar really ain't gonna know what's going on. So I like the strategy, and it is just basically being patient as a fan and as a diehard faithful of the Falcons and see what they're gonna do week one and when they go out against these Steelers and moving forward.
Hey, so Rich, so you're saying, yeah, Mahomes out here is he's doing behind the back passes or whatnot, but here's the difference: Mahomes doesn't play well when you put a pass rush on him. That's been proven. That has been proven. As much as we don't like the Bucs, let's just talk about it. The Bucs, everybody want to say, "Oh, well, his offense." No, I'm not gonna give him that. Pat Mahomes is a damn good quarterback, no questions asked. But he's just as mortal as anybody else when you put a blitz on him. Because when they were hitting him, even though he still had over 250 yards in that ball game in that Super Bowl, when he's running for his life, he's still gonna get what he get. But at the end of the day, you can you let him get as many yards as he wants. You just keep his team out of the end zone because they don't have elite receivers. It's the fact that he keeps plays alive and it gets guys open. That is what keeps those guys going. So I mean, I feel like what's gonna happen. I believe Raheem Morris is not gonna let that boy get comfortable at all in that game when we play him, and I think we're gonna be wearing him out. Larry, I got a question for you, fam.
Yeah.
So with everything that we got going on, and you're looking at the way we've had a running game, if we can get this passing game, when you got the concept of, I'll never call it the West Coast offense because it was started in the Midwest. It's always going to be the Midwest offense for me.
All right.
But I'll say West Coast for the casuals out here. But the West Coast offense is about routes and timing. It's about timing routes mainly, and it's about pretty much putting the ball in your best athlete's hand. With this offense that we have, how do you suspect that we're going to be able to get the ball to our playmakers and allow them to feast on defenses that really are going to have to react to what we do?
When I was watching how Cal operated in training camp, and they're not really showing anything, but Bijan on wheel routes is actually going to be a thing now. He's going to be hit in stride, not even screen. You know what I'm saying? Play action to him. He runs out, fake the screen, busts up with a wheel route in the middle of the field with a linebacker on him. Good luck with that. Kyle Pitts is going to earn his unicorn name. That I cannot see Kyle Pitts having under 1,000 yards this season. I can't.
Larry, don't call him a unicorn. Guess what?
Unicorns
are wimpy. I told everybody what we gonna call him. You know, you're in the anime and different things like that. We want him to be a centaur. The hell with a unicorn. We want that man to be half man, half monster. A centaur.
Okay.
I don't want the rainbows and pixie dust and all the sensitive things. I don't want that. I want this man to be a stone cold killer. I'm sorry. But go ahead. Everybody want to say unicorn. Let's call him centaur.
Either way, a mythical beast. You know what I'm saying? He could be Frieza for all I care. But
DVC in the crib, I like it.
But I mean, when you really look at it, that connection is gonna be special. There's no way he don't get 1,000 yards. I would say at least 6 touchdowns and 1,000 yards. Easy. That's light work. That's light work in my opinion. So I really think that I don't think we need. I'm really high on this no name. I'm gonna say no name wide receiver core because national media ain't praising them. You know what I'm saying? Like a Julio and like a Roddy and like the triplets that we had with Tony G. You know what I'm saying? With that combination, you know what I'm saying? A wide receiver core. So for me, I'm looking at it like these guys right here. I feel like they're really trying to reproduce what we did on offense in 2016 with different personnel. We got two running backs like Coleman and Freeman. You know what I'm saying? Better athletes than they were, you know what I'm saying, at what those guys do. Now, of course, you can't match Julio and Roddy. You know what I'm saying? Those are two best wide receivers outside of Andre Rison and Terrence Mathis in this organization. But I don't think we're lacking like people think. I think Drake and Pitts have been suffering from that skunk that we talked about early in the show. That skunk was something serious, bro. And that skunk, I'm telling you,
That
man,
funk don't leave.
Hey,
Oh,
see
God.
when you get out your car and you smell a skunk and you don't know where he
Oh
is, he
yeah,
could be a mile down the road. But you ain't going in that park, are you?
exactly. You just
Yeah, if you
go
walk
and
your dog and okay, you don't want your dog to get sprayed by a skunk. You just gonna go to another park. And that's what
Mhm.
happened with Ritter and Taylor Heineke got that skunk smell on it. And
Daggone.
and now we got one of the better quarterbacks in the league if we can keep him healthy. I mean, people don't realize that guy was about to average over 5,300 yards last season before he got hurt. Kirk Cousins.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, he
Yeah.
was
18 and
on
5 in
to
8
have his
games.
best career year.
18 and
So
5 in 8 games.
yeah, like someone got to look at it like if he comes back, if he can plant right with these young talent, and then to see him tell Kyle Pitts, "Hey man, I don't want you catching the body no more. You need to stretch out and catch the thing with your fingertips, with your fingers." You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? I'm trying to catch that thing with your arms and you know what I'm saying? Catch that thing out on your fingertips. You're way too good. I'm throwing this ball out there. And now he just started throwing balls out there. So he got to reach for it. And then you see the highlight of Kyle Pitts, fingertipping, almost overthrown, but he getting there. I like my quarterback testing these guys like that. Because that's what he's going to do in the game. You know what I'm saying? I need you to get out there so only you can get it. I'm not going to always put it in the bread basket. I need you to go get it. You know what I'm saying? So
Yep.
I think a lot of people are underselling what the Falcons doing. I'm happy about that.
Yeah.
I know a lot of people worry about the right tackle. I am, but the way this offense can flow, as long as like Bijan and Pitts be that outlet, I think we're gonna be fine because I think Drake gonna eat those 50-50 balls that he's good at. He's
Yeah.
gonna
He
eat
want the ball. He want
and
the. He
running
want.
and,
He
and
want to use
running
a
Hey,
basketball
downfield.
skill.
hey, you know what? Why do I feel? Why do I feel like this is as iconic as the dinner table scene at Boomerang? If anybody remembers the movie 1992 Boomerang, when you got Pops at the table saying "bang, bang, bang, bang," that's what it feels like. It's about to be one of them bang, bang, bang years.
Yep.
Rest in peace, John Witherspoon, one of my favorite comedians. But I just feel like we gonna put it together, just like he said.
Yeah,
You gotta coordinate. You know, we getting ready. We done got the mushroom shirt, we done got the mushroom belt, and the mushroom jacket, as he
yeah,
said in the movie. Gerard, let me stop, man. Y'all look. Normally, I'm serious about a lot of stuff, but after the mood that we've had this week and just all the stuff that's happening, it's just like I said, this is coming together. If none of y'all have never seen Boomerang, go back and check it out. It's the kitchen scene when Pops walks through the house before they eat dinner, and him and Marcus is sitting there, and he just showing off all the stuff he coordinating with. Guess what?
yeah,
We coordinating with everything right now.
Mhm.
Just think about it. Look at how everything fell in place. We coordinate. Terry Fontenot brother, you coordinating, just coordinate. You know, that's all you're doing right now. And you just look at it. You get us a better quarterback in the offseason. You get us wide receivers in the offseason. It sucks that Moore got hurt. I hate that he got hurt. But that opens the door for Casey Washington, Chris Blair, and Odu Hilaire to do some things. And when you look at it, it's all coming together. You drafted the whole defensive line to help these veterans out. You bringing in, you got an outside linebacker and you drafted a linebacker. Then you got another running back to help out with the depth. And then you look at what you just brought in. You brought in one of the best safeties in the NFL, period. So now, guess what? That whole outfit starting to match. You done got the mushroom shirt, the mushroom belt, and everything else. You got it all coordinated, brother. Keep it going.
Right, all matches. Yep.
Get the socks. Get the earrings. Get the pinky ring.
Yeah. Get the cufflinks.
Yes, sir. I love how you threw that one in there. I wouldn't even think about the cufflinks, dog. You slick with that one. I like that. That was nasty work right there, K-Dub. I like that. But right now we coordinating, baby. It might not look like much in the preseason, ladies and gentlemen, as K-Dub alluded to earlier and as Larry alluded to. They hiding stuff right now. They hiding it.
Yeah. We ain't gonna show you nothing. We ain't gonna tell you nothing until you find out. When you come get them $500, $600 tickets up there, we want. Come on up in there.
This is my thing, and then I'm gonna let everybody have their final pieces, and then we're gonna wrap this thing up. And I just feel like it's so much potential for us at this point.
Yeah,
it's so much potential. And I mean, and I'm talking about positively right now. Nothing negative, just positively right now. And my thing is, I feel like it's getting ready to be a hell of a ride. Just strap in. If you've been riding with the Falcons for the longest, strap in, enjoy. It's been bumpy. We done been in some car wrecks. The car done flipped over. We done came off the interstate head first. We've gone through hell. But now it's at a place now where we're just in a place where the only thing that's getting ready to happen is positive. Is we can only go up from here. We've been as low as you can think about. We've found ways to lose games. Now you got somebody that understands how to win, and he's going to win. You have a general manager that was with the organization that won a Super Bowl, and not just won a Super Bowl, he was able to keep them going and keep them owning the division for the longest.
Mm-hmm.
And now you're bringing in, you got Jerry Gray in here who has tons of coaching experience. You have Jimmy Lake, who's an up-and-coming coach. You know what I'm saying? And then you got Zach Robinson, who's a first-time coordinator that has been groomed. We're going to have some growing pains this year, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to have some growing pains. But bear with it. Because once we take off, it's gonna be a hell of a view. Understand this. Falcons are really some of the greatest hunters in the animal kingdom. They are some of the greatest hunters in the animal kingdom, and they're some of the most deadliest hunters too. Go ahead and look that up if you don't know anything about this bird. We have a mascot that we got to match what the real falcon is like. We got to hunt this year. We got to be nasty. I'm going to give you one tidbit, and I'm going to let all y'all get your soliloquies in, and then we're going to wrap it up. The falcon is known to, when it dives down to hunt, it is known to dive down at 200 miles per hour, and it doesn't miss its prey. Our offense and our defense are getting ready to hunt a lot of teams. So understand this here. When we hunt, we hunt. So I'm going to let Anthony go. Then I'm going to bring it back to C-Dub, Larry, and I'm going to let Deacon K-Dub, the dirty deacon of the bird cage, slide on in that soapbox one more time.
Well, first of all, man, thank you once again, Ryan, and letting me on your platform, man. I always appreciate you letting me on. Much respect to you, bro. Keep doing your thing. Like you said, man, it's gonna be a good year. I'm just ready for them to start rising back up out the ashes, man. This franchise has been down too long. 6, 7 years without a playoff appearance. Been through 3 coaches: Dan Quinn, Arthur Smith, now Raheem. It's time for it. It's time for it to turn the page, man. Like this fan base deserves a winner. We've always deserved a winner. I like the new coaching staff. I actually love the new coaching staff because Raheem has no ego, like you said it. The last coach ego got him fired and got Desmond Ritter out of here and got everybody else out of here. You know what I'm saying? So I'm looking forward to this season, man. I'm looking forward to the new offense. Zach Robinson. Let's see what he does year one. I know it's sometimes tough for a first year OC to come in and get right, but we'll see. But as far as the defense is concerned, I like the defensive line. I just like the team as a whole, man. We get some more depth. We keep on drafting. And like you said, Ryan, we can turn the thing into a consistent winner. And that's what all Falcon fans want. We want a consistent winner. Every year, going to the playoffs every year in and year out, like the Ravens, like the Steelers do most of the time, like these teams is always in there every year. 49ers, all that. So we got to do that. And when we do that every year, we get more bites of the apple, man. So like I said, man, thank you for letting me on, man. Let's appreciate it, y'all boys. And hey, rise up, man. New season. Let's go.
Appreciate you, Ant.
Appreciate you.
All right.
See
All right, you said it was me. All right. Well, look, it's simple. We got the tools. We got everything we need right now for right now. We know that cut day will happen, and we'll see who's available then if we even go for someone else. But here's what I'm going to say: be happy, get excited, be a fan. All right, because this is what this is about. We're going to react. We'll be honest. We're not going to sugarcoat it. Like Ryan says, people think we're hating when we're just wanting to be accountable. We want our team to be accountable. We want our guys to play the best. We want to look at our season and go, man, 12-4, 12-6, we got there and we were dominant. Man, that was a little rough patch, but man, we made it through. It built us for this time, So my thing is this, get ready. Let's see what we do. I mean, I'm not worried about the next preseason game against the Jags. I'm just ready for it to be over with. And then let's get team bubble wrap out of the bubble wrap. And I can't wait to beat the stash off that idiot. I got to bring that up.
I wasn't expecting that one, but I'm with you on that. We do that, and they might fire him after the first week.
Man, I would love if Mike Tomlin took his headset, ripped his stash off, and pointed him to the door. That would be great.
Mike Tomlin ain't had a losing season. Look, Mike Tomlin ain't had a losing season since he been a head coach, and you see he fired the offensive coordinator mid-season, so he ain't got a problem with doing it if it ain't working.
Exactly.
Yeah, we did see it already.
Yeah, that's why I said I wouldn't be surprised. So we might be able to help him out with that one. But thank you for coming through, C-Dub.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.
Appreciate y'all for the ride home.
Hey, tell them where they can find you at, bro.
Oh man, yeah, C-28. I'm going to be doing a lot more wrestling coverage, and also we're going to be talking about. Yep, I got to talk about my wrestling. I'm a fan, I know, but also I will be doing a NFL preview, and with me, Ron, and Ladarius, and I'm hoping some other folks can join us too. We're going to just talk NFL, then we're going to obviously talk Falcons, and yeah, we're just going to have fun, man. We're just going to, kind of be open to everyone.
All right, brother. We appreciate it, man.
Yes,
Y'all
sir.
get those
Thank
likes up for the eye test. Those gentlemen do a
Eye
hell of a job
test.
over there. Now, on to the Mr. Quiet Storm, Mr. Larry Dixon.
Oh yeah, appreciate you having me on your platform as always. Great content, guys. Before y'all do anything, make sure you hit the like button. If you've been in here this whole time and ain't hit the like button, I don't know what you're doing with your life. You don't be that dude. You know what I'm saying? Tip. It's a free tip at that. So don't be that person. You know what I'm saying? If you like this good content, make sure you hit that like button so this stream and other streams can grow and get out there in the algorithm, because YouTube algorithm is tripping if you don't do that. All right. So on that, man, good vibes. I think winning the game was secondary to everybody being healthy, just like it got in my thing, man. No injuries equal a win. You know what I'm saying? I like aspects of what we did today. Some guys stood out who might have got cut. Gonna make some real hard decisions for Terry and for Coach Ra. But I'm not really upset. I haven't been this excited in a while for the Falcons, like coming into the season. So yeah, this is the most aggressive that I've seen this team be in a while. So yeah, man, I like to speak into existence. We just got to make sure if we're 1-3 at the beginning of the season, because that's going to be the hardest part of the season, that people don't jump off the boat. And I'm still going to be steering the boat. So hold on, son, cut that down. I'm good. But yeah, appreciate y'all on here, man. Rise up. If Penix don't play, I'm not mad at it. Just get guys ready for this first game. Let's show everybody that we're going to beat the Steelers and we're going to be for real. That's all I got to say, man. Appreciate y'all having me on. We got a game tonight also. The
Braves and
Braves
the Angels, right?
The Angels, yeah, at 9:40. We may come on a little bit early, but yeah.
Let them know
we
about
always
your channel, my
streaming.
brother.
So yeah. Deuces.
Yes, sir. That is Larry Dixon of the Dixon Way, one of the best commentators in the game. We definitely gonna try to get that man paid or whatnot, because that man don't sleep at all. He's on every day, literally every day. But K-Dub, what you got, man?
Man, this is Cap, and piggyback up all the guys that was on the panel tonight. It was great doing the Benediction show with everyone. But to get into what Mr. The historian said is basically, we hunting right now. So like I said, we got our hunting claws out, and we circling around trying to see who we gonna pick up and devour. So at this point, man, I see 12 wins. I see Coach Raheem and the two dope boys in the Cadillac thing continue to keep it on doing what they do and making the best out of a given situation. I see them having success. And I just see like it's gonna be some adversity and trials and tribulation. I feel like we may go on a 2 or 3 game losing streak maybe in this season, but I still see 12 wins coming out of it. You got to stay the course, and we do have a legitimate defense that they built. Like I said, they played everything close to the vest and basically kept everything under wraps, and that's what the model they're going with. They won't play Penix next week. They won't. In the regular season. So until then, everybody sit back and buckle your seatbelts. It's gonna be a great ride, and it's gonna be a Super Bowl type of season, man. In my eyes, you know what I'm saying. I'm not gonna I'm gonna set the bar really high for them, and I believe we can achieve it. And that's it. That's all I got to say. See y'all on the next show.
Most definitely. Hey, thank you for coming in today, man. I know you out there getting that yard looking like Augusta right about now, but man, we definitely always appreciate you coming through and dropping knowledge. And you stood on a soapbox today, and this is a soapbox. Look, normally me and you, we go back and forth time and time again, but today, this is where you talk about like W.E.B. Du Bois and Frederick Douglass. And I'm sorry, let me go ahead and get this straight. W.E.B. Du Bois and Booker T. Washington, excuse me. If you ever go back and look at that argument, they had two different sides of the coin that they argued, but at the end of the day, the end result was the same destination that they wanted to both get to. So I definitely kind of look at when we go back and forth, kind of like we're like the Falcons version of W.E.B. Du Bois and Booker T. Washington. We might argue different things, we might butt heads, but at the end of the day, man, we just want to see this logo have a Super Bowl have a couple of Super Bowl trophies in the case, tired of that thing being empty. So thank you for coming through, family. I appreciate you.
Sure.
Yes, sir. So that'll do it for us tonight in the Birdcage LLC. We do apologize about the loss today, but guess what? We got to win with the team we got to win with the team with no injuries today, and we did the damn thing today. And a lot of guys are going to have some great chances to make this team. So check us out next Thursday, 8 p.m. We're going to talk a little bit about the Jags and possibly some more moves that's going to happen during the week. Coach Raheem and Chef Terry are not done. Understand, we're going to bring in some more people. So until then, sit back, relax. If you got people you love in your family, tell them you love them, hug them, and show them all that. But then also show us a little love, man. hit that like and subscribe button. And also check us out September the 29th. If you're in the Atlanta, Georgia area, we have tickets on sale for the Falcons versus the Bagheads, aka the Aints game. If you're not going to be in the stadium, check us out at Dave and Buster's in Marietta. We're going to have wings, sliders, fries. If that's not enough for you, we got a cash bar so you get your drink on, and you can also order some real food from the waiters and waitresses that's going to come through, and we're going to have prize giveaways during this and a live show. So $25 is the price. Check us out. Hit me up 404-585-1445 or at Gmail, the Birdcage LLC at gmail.com. So you either get right or you get left. We love you. We'll see you next week. Peace.